on this planet going around the sun, Earth, New Zealand, South Island. Welcome back to the channel. It's winter solstice, June 20th, 2023. Weekend of is a Plains TT motorcycle trip. Come along with us. Let's have a look at what this is all about. So we're heading on the Plains Club TT Solstice ride today. Got to meet in Rolleston at 9 o'clock. It's 19 minutes past 9, so I'm going to be right on a dot probably. I've not done a ride like this one before. The weather's a bit meh. I was woken up earlier this morning with an alarm call for work which needed me to go in, and around 3 o'clock, so that made it a little bit tiring. It is wet, it's a little bit messy weather. Do I want to do this? Why the hell not? What else am I going to do? Taking the southern motorway from North Canterbury down towards Rolleston. We were going to meet at the Rolleston Hotel next to the service station and check in, sign in. We're only a couple of 100 metres away, so it's definitely all fine. Not a big showing here today, but the keen people are here. That's most important. The weather is a little bit wet. It doesn't matter too much. We're going to head away after signing in, as we have done, heading and leave on the back roads heading towards Rakaia for where we're going to get our second card for the day. Living in North Canterbury, don't tend to get around these regions very often, and really cool to come through here. This is Coes Ford, where I think quite a lot of social stuff happens in the summertime when the river's nice and warm, no doubt, and a great place for swimming. Not so much of a great place for swimming today. These back roads were and are very awesome. Really enjoyed the ride in the road travelling down here, heading through Leeston. Leeston's a little town on the outskirts of Christchurch, and cool to pass through here. Old-fashioned little town. Well, what's that over to the right? A plane fuselage. Someone must be building a house out of it or something like that. Pretty unique and unusual thing to have out there in the country. Turning off across the Rakaia River Bridge, one of the very long bridges of the South Island, and this river has a massive water flow when you have heavy rain, and it's well known for salmon, because salmon is a great thing here out at the river mouth and no doubt towards the river. We're going to stop here, I believe, for another card. Get a card, put it in the envelope. A brief stop in Rakaia, and it's time to get away again. Had to wash the visor, got a bit dirty from all the road muck coming off the tyres, these back roads. The great thing is exploring these places that I have not been, or have not been for a very long time, but you get a bit of road grime and stuff coming up off the road because of the farming, rural type of stuff that goes on out this way. But very cool. From Rakaia we're heading Methven direction, and we're going to be heading on up towards the inland area and over the Rakaia Gorge bridges. Really cool view looking down, coming down into Rakaia Gorge with the cloud cover over the hills. Really taken by that. It's awesome, eh? lanes, and from Rakaia back to the state highway that heads to the west coast, and then back inland towards Oxford, where I believe we're going to stop for a supplied lunch. How cool is that? Not often you go on a ride and you get given a supplied lunch. I'm looking forward to this. After a nice, cool, chill riding like we have been, I reckon something warm or whatever is going to be pretty damn fine. The Waimakariri Bridge once was a train bridge, now just traffic only. It's become pretty rough as guts of late. I think the surface has just become eroded and needs some serious maintenance, which is planned to occur sometime in the future. Oxford, nice little town, very popular cafe scene, and Pies, Sheffield Pies has an outlet here. Cooling into, I think it's Oxford Tennis Club, where the lunch is going to be had. Hot pies, tomato sauce, are really delicious. Pumpkin soup, so thick, delicious and comforting. And they had buns and biscuits, cake, absolutely delicious. I then had to feed the bike, go down, I had to grab some gas just so I can get through the ride. It's about 250 odd kilometres, I think, overall we had planned to ride, so needed to top up with some gas just to be sure so I could get home again. Another card was handed out to everybody before we now heading towards Ashley Gorge. So practically we're doing 3 gorges, the Rakaia, Waimakariri and the good old Ashley River. Ashley River has a camping ground here, a very, very popular place for swimming and very treacherous in the winter time because, as you can see, a lot of grit on the road here and it can get mighty frosty, and with the hills and the sun, the way that it sits, it can sometimes not even thaw out at all. We finish Ashley, we're continuing towards Amberley direction, stop at the Sefton Primary School where we were issued another card. My hand's not looking all that flash, but we'll continue on, and continuing on the inland scenic route, which will then come out at Amberley. It might be hard to believe, but I think that the sky is kind of lightening up a wee bit, so maybe the sun is soon to come out, maybe not, who knows. Something strange about the way that their tyres looking. Oh, must be something not so flash. Looking a little bit flat, bugger. So carrying on, what ended up happening was that the tyre had deflated, puncture or something, whatever. The valve was buggered and it's tubed, and I had a puncture repair kit, but it's only for tubeless tyres with the plugs and air and so on, so can't do anything. So he was happy to be left behind, and trying to arrange for some help and assistance to get him back on to back home again. We're continuing towards the site where we're going to camp for the night. So today we've ridden some ride, and we have been given some cards that potentially lead us to win some money, and now we arrive at the rally site where we can set up our tent and camp and have a couple of bands playing some music, some food vendors, some drinks and some fires, and sit down and relax. So I'm really looking forward to just chilling out and being warm next to the fire. Given that it's winter, it's not all that cold, just a bit dreary, but it's what you make it.
super bizarre about today is that it's so mild. It's like about 14 degrees. It's overcast. The weather's not flash. It's not terrible. It's no worse than any other day. And the sight up there is beautiful. It's not bad. It's a bit muddy in patches, and it's probably going to get worse. But look, it's winter. What do you expect? So just had to come down and get some cash, because otherwise I'm going to go hungry. And you know, I think the Plains Club have put on something pretty cool. Hopefully, you know, not so greatly supported today, but you know, if people get put off by the rain, no registration or whatever. But I think it's well worth giving it a shot. I reckon it's a good reason to get out on the bike in the winter.
After the quick trip to Amberley to get some cash for the bar and so on, come back to the rally site. These trees leading into the site are awesome. They're beautiful in the summertime and not so bad in the winter. Hot chips, I love hot chips, man. They are so damn delicious. I know I've plastered them with sauce, but the sauce is good. I love sauce. Had to get my moustache sorted out, because otherwise it just gets in the teeth, in the food, in everything. It's terrible. And the fires, they got started, and the fires are good. The heat is good. I love heat, and can't go wrong. Small number of bikes, but a small number of bikes is more bikes than none. So it's all good. It was an awesome ride today. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed just the riding and scenery of different areas that I haven't been for a very long time, or never actually have been at all, which is really cool. Really, really cool.
You do with a can in my tent. I was looking for.
Looking forward to, hopefully, if they run this again in 2024. Who knows? Time shall tell. I guess it really depends on a whole lot of logistical sort of stuff that goes on behind the scenes as to whether it's viable to make things work. But anyway, in saying that, had a good time, appreciated it, it was awesome.
Cheers. Cheers. Who's the winner?
What's his name?
Nothing bad at all. I can't think how many dogs these were, but these are pork bites. Let's see if I can get some light on the subject. There you go, look at that. There's pork bites. I don't know what they're worth. They're good. Look at it. Bang. I'm all good as gold.
After a good hearty breakfast, it's time to get back on to the road again. And great night, really enjoyed it. I did actually go to bed a little bit early and just fell asleep. I think because of the work call out early in the morning earlier, just kind of wasted me. But in saying that, awesome time, had a great one. Thanks for tuning in today to this video, and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs and subscribes and do all those funky awesome things, because that'll make you awesome. That'll help me to be a little bit more awesome, or be motivated to be a little bit slightly awesome-ish. So thanks heaps, and hey, we'll see you again next time whenever I make my next video film. Keep it cool, keep the wheels on the ground, be awesome. Cheers now.